What if I told you there once was a footballer who almost never trained hard, yet humiliated every defender in England? A player who became a two-time Premier League champion, made the team of the season 4 times, and during his years in England completed more successful dribbles than anyone else, more than double the number of the player in second place. And he didn't achieve all this with brutal training sessions, but with pure, natural talent. When he touched the ball, defenders' legs started shaking. He is Eden Hazard, the Belgian genius adored and feared by an entire league. But how did he get there? How could a lazy player, who often took training lightly, become one of the greatest figures in Premier League history? Eden Hazard was born on January 7th, 1991, in La Louvière, Belgium. If there's a family that perfectly embodies the phrase football family, it's his. His father, Thierry, played as a defensive midfielder at a semi-professional level, while his mother, Karine, was a striker in the Belgian Women's League until she became pregnant with Eden. And football didn't stop with the parents. His 3 brothers, Thorgan, Kilian, and Ethan, also became professional players. Naturally, Eden became the most successful among them. He became the family's true star, but also the one who fell the hardest from the top. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Hazard's talent was obvious from childhood. He began playing at age 4 for Royal Stade Brenois, where one youth coach famously said, "There was nothing I could teach him. Eden already knew everything." From there, he moved to AFC Tubize, where a Lille scout spotted him during a youth tournament. France was close, and his parents agreed, so Hazard joined the academy. He was still playing with the U18 squad when the first team staff noticed him. In a friendly match missing the international players, he was given a chance, and he immediately earned a spot in the squad and soon made his competitive debut. From then on, he bounced between the reserves and the senior team, but everyone knew he wouldn't stay a reserve for long. His talent was undeniable. With his low center of gravity, he glided past anyone regardless of how good the defender was. He could play anywhere across the attacking line, and coaches saw enormous potential in him. But one problem was already there: his work ethic. Hazard was so good that he could get away with less effort and fewer intense sessions as a youth player, but senior football is a different world. His laid-back attitude often infuriated his coaches. This issue followed him for his entire career. Even so, at Lille, he always delivered on the pitch. In his first season, at just 17, he played 35 games with 6 goals and 4 assists. That same year, he debuted for Belgium and scored his first league goal, becoming Lille's youngest ever goal scorer. Next year he was even better, 10 goals and 13 assists in 52 matches, while still only 18. He spent 5 seasons in Lille's senior team, winning a league title and a cup. He was voted League One Player of the Year twice, Young Player of the Year twice, and made the Team of the Season 3 times. And when he collected all these awards, he was still only 21. His final season summed him up perfectly. Coaches constantly tried to discipline him and sometimes benched him for slacking, but he was still so good that he won Player of the Year again. And then came his farewell match, maybe the most Hazard moment of all. The night before, the club threw him a farewell party. Eden had a drink, then another, and we know how these nights go. He got properly drunk. The next day he stepped onto the pitch hungover, barely having slept, and scored a hat-trick within 30 minutes against Nancy. This is why people always said Hazard was an instinctive genius. In the summer, both Manchester United and City wanted him, but he chose Chelsea. They paid £32 million, a fee that, in hindsight, became one of the club's greatest bargains. Because in London, he became a world-class superstar. Over 8 seasons, he won 2 Premier League titles, the FA Cup, League Cup, and 2 Europa Leagues. He was Player of the Season multiple times and made the Premier League Team of the Year 4 times. He played 352 games, scoring 110 goals and providing 88 assists. Mourinho even said, "Hazard is one of the top 3 players in the world." His best Ballon d'Or finish was only 8th, but he became a true Stamford Bridge legend. But it wasn't without controversy. In his first season, the infamous ball boy incident happened. Against Swansea in the League Cup, he kicked a ball boy who wouldn't give the ball back. He was immediately sent off, and a media storm followed. In 2015, he openly stated he would find it hard to say no if PSG came calling. Quite a dangerous thing to say as a player of another club. His coaches repeatedly criticized his work habits. Mourinho called him lazy. Teammates said he was the best player in the squad, but the worst trainer. He often arrived late, and of course, he never stayed away from partying either. But on the pitch, he always created magic, and that's what Real Madrid loved. Hazard's childhood dream was Real Madrid. His idol, Zidane, now the head coach, personally asked for him. Real paid 100 million euros for him, rising to 146 million euros with bonuses, still the club's second most expensive signing ever. With a salary of £400,000 per week, Madrid envisioned a huge future for him. Even though he was already 28, he still had several top years left. But we all know how it ended. He arrived for preseason overweight and out of shape. In his first season, 22 matches, just 1 goal and 7 assists. Serious injuries followed, hamstring tears, a fractured ankle. At Chelsea, these were rare. At Madrid, they became routine. The following seasons brought no improvement. 2020-21, 21 matches, 4 goals, 1 assist. 2021-22, 23 matches, 1 goal, 2 assists. Final season, 10 matches, 1 goal, 2 assists. Overall at Real, 7 goals and 12 assists. He technically became a Champions League winner, but with almost no meaningful contribution. Hazard's downfall became one of the biggest in football history. It was as if fate wanted to reclaim everything he had once gotten away with. The laziness, the lack of discipline, the laid-back attitude. And when the luck finally ran out, the fall became inevitable. In 2023, Real Madrid terminated his contract by mutual agreement. Rumors linked him back to Belgium or to Messi's Inter Miami. But on October 10th, 2023, at just 32 years old, he announced his retirement. Eden Hazard's story is a warning. He conquered Europe with pure talent, but in the end, his lack of work ethic and his injuries broke him. At Chelsea, he became a legend. His goals, dribbles, and moments of magic secured him a permanent place in Premier League history. But at Real Madrid, his childhood dream turned into a nightmare. Perhaps Hazard's career is the best proof of the old saying, talent is only 10%, while hard work is 90%. He could create miracles from that 10%, rising, at times, among the very best in the world. But when injuries and circumstances tested him, the missing 90%, the discipline, the effort, the training, kept him from staying at the top.